Hope you guys are okay. Just gonna be commuting. Hopefully we can have a nice chat along the way. It's a slow day. I had to go to the hospital in the morning. My babushka's not really okay, but she's getting there. She's getting there. It's actually crazy. I'll stop by a kid, 17 years old, asking me to help him to buy something to smoke, which is crazy, man. I feel like it's an international problem. Kids nowadays are puffing on their vape every 2 seconds. It's kind of sad. It's wild. I feel like this whole vape epidemic is getting out of hand. How is it in your guys' countries? I know in my country it was beginning to be a problem. Here in Russia it's a big problem. But I've seen some bills of the government trying to cancel vaping. Because minors are just, man, puffing on a vape every moment. So it's one of those. Here's a train. I don't know if it would be convenient to walk through it. We could actually.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция.
We hit the sweet spot because this is not rush hour. It's clean. I think the chairs are new too. Shit. Almost over for a second, sorry guys. Hope you guys can still hear me. That's where the train connects.
Будьте вежливы, уступайте места инвалидам, пожилым людям, пассажирам с детьми и беременным женщинам.
Over here you can see all the stations you can go to. We are currently at Ethnicity, which is somewhere here. Ethnicity. Okay, a few footsteps over there, but making sure I got my ring on. Look at that, construction. That is Moscow all the time. And by the way, this is a troika. See that? I didn't know that they were different types of troikas too. Alright, we're here. Let's get off here. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Spam your flags in the chat, please. Always interested to hear where you guys are watching from. I never get off. I never get on the right side of the train. I'm always a bit further from the exit. Damn, and I fucked it up. Look how far we are. I guess you have to go the opposite way if you want to get to the closer end, because I always end up at the wrong end. And I've got this long ass walk. So yeah, I think it's also my fault because I was walking up and down. No, this is not part of the, well, it's kind of, it's the metro system, yes, but it's classified as the Ethnicity. This is Ethnicity. Ethnicity is still a part of the metro, but it's responsible for taking people to the suburbs. And it passes through a few metro stations, though. For example, at Kutuzovskaya, at Moscow City. So this train is classified as being a part of the metro, yes. But it's pretty much a suburb train. It takes you all the way to the suburb, or it takes you to the smaller places in Moscow region. So in Russia, they call it Ethnicity, which is basically a translation, electric train. So, yes, it's like a suburban train. It's a suburban train. Dude, it's so green today. Sunny. A little bit of a breeze. Thank you for joining us again, Eric. Eric is loyal. You can only have 20 subscribers watching, or one person watching. Eric is always here. I appreciate you, man. I think Eric is going to get free merch when we hit 10K. Is it 10K or 20K? How many subscribers did I say we need to get merch? I think it was, no, I said 20K. I said 20K. For those of you joining us late, this is Minskaya, and we're going down to the yellow line. I was thinking of having a live. I want to challenge myself. I think we'll do it on Thursday. Let's cover a whole line. I'm thinking of doing the yellow one. Sorry. It's a bit of dust that got into my nose. I'm thinking of doing the yellow line. So on Thursday, we'll do Metro Madness. We'll go to the yellow line. Right now the time is 2:50. 2:50 in the afternoon. So this is the yellow line. I reckon we'll cover the whole yellow line tomorrow. I guess after everything, I'll hop on a train. We'll start at different metro stations. And then, well, we'll start at a specific metro station, and then we'll just see how all the metro stations look. Because I want to challenge myself to travel around the whole of Moscow by metro. So you guys can join me live on that journey. Here we call it Pantak with a T. I see. You guys are also classified as Slavs, right? I think, Eric, you're a Slav, right? I think you guys fall into the same language category and cultural background, I think. Because I know Slavs are Czechoslovakian, Belarusian, yes, Slavic. Guys, this is a troika, by the way. If you come to Moscow, you need a troika. This card will get you on anything, any vehicle in terms of like transport for only at least $40 a month. Picture spending $40 a month on transport. So cheap. I actually think it's less. I think it's like $38. So I see, yeah, I know that Russian people, Polish people, Czechoslovakians, the Czechs. I don't know if Czechs are Slavs, I don't know. But I know Moldova, Montenegro, these are Bosnia. They're classified as Slavs too. It's kind of cool. You guys can almost understand each other, right? Which is pretty awesome. So yeah, guys, this is the metro part. This the yellow line. By the way, guys, I announced that I'm gonna be a streamer. I'm kind of tired of making full videos. I'll do them sometimes, once in a blue moon. Also, just let me remind you. Oh yeah, Czechoslovakia doesn't exist anymore. Sorry, it's the Czech Republic, right? The Czech Republic. Sorry, I'm the ignorant African right now. Only thing I know about Czech was when I was studying history in my high school period. So, guys, if I say something wrong, please correct me. Please correct me. Thank you for the correction, Eric. No disrespect to the Czech Republicans in here. Thank you for the correction. No disrespect to anyone, yeah? I'm just a bit ignorant when it comes to Europe. I've never actually been to Europe. Unless you classify Russia as Europe, but I guess the west of Russia is Europe. Here's the train. Ooh la la. There she is. In all of her glory. I think I want an emptier train. So the Czech Republic is the official name since 1993. Okay. Yeah, I think my brain is mush because anytime that I thought about something Czech, or I was talking about something Czech, it had to do something with my history examinations. By the way, guys, spam your flag in the chat. Spam your flag in the chat. I want to know where you're from. I want to know where you're watching from. Which city? What languages do you speak? Teach me something. But we love all countries, all religions, all people. This is a stream for everybody. So please spam your flag in the chat. I'm so interested and so intrigued to hear where YouTube fed my stream to. Because YouTube likes me sometimes. Sometimes it hates me. So, yeah. Spam your flags. I'm from Zimbabwe. That's in Southern Africa. Yeah, guys, send your flag so you get banned. I'm just kidding. We're a bit quiet today, yeah? I don't see lots of people talking. You guys are just observing today. No worries, no worries. Still love you guys. Yeah, so we got a challenge on Thursday. We're gonna be exploring the whole of the Yellow Line. The whole of the Yellow Line, people. Because Moscow has over 280 stations, so I've challenged myself to stream all of the stations, and you guys can come along with me. But you have to turn on your notifications because I'm a very boring individual when it comes to premiering stuff. Katza, which bot? What are you talking about? There are no bots on the stream, my friend. No bots. No bots. Only moderators and me. This is Minskaya. I don't know if it was named after Minsk. I need to do a lot of research before we go to the Yellow Line. By the way, the coolest metro station on this line is the one with a spaceship. This one with a spaceship. Dude, we gotta check that one out. Oh, Eric, you can speak German? Crazy. Kasse meint mich. What? Wahrscheinlich. You guys gotta teach me German. I'm butchering it. My wife speaks German though, she's fluent. The train is supposed to come in less than 1 minute, so I can actually feel it rumbling. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Did you see that? We were talking for a minute and the train's already here. God, I love Moscow. Okay. Yeah, I know Katze is cat. I want to pick a semi-empty train. Let me see. I'll go for this one.
Для вашей безопасности держитесь за поручни.
I'm not gonna be so loud because everyone's trying to be quiet. In the Moscow metro, everyone is basically as silent as a fox. They don't speak that much, so if you speak a little bit, people actually look at you. Yeah. Moscow metro is dead silent. Muscovites do not like to talk aimlessly. So if you hear somebody screaming in the metro, they're not from Moscow. Hey New York, what's it going? How's it going? Sorry. I said what's it going? How's it going? The metro is kind of empty. Let me show you guys. So now it's basically empty. Maybe after a few hours it'll get crowded. The next station is actually Moscow University. Where in New York are you watching from, Grace? The next station is coming up. I think I'll walk outside for you guys for a second. I want to find an emptier train. Yes. Did you notice the Russian characters? Ni prislonyatstva. Ni prislonyatstva. That means don't lean, I think. I hope. So you can say Czechia. Okay. Much love to all the people in Czechia. Hey, the temperature is approximately 20 degrees Celsius. Let's get another train because it only takes 1 minute for the next one to come. So, by the way, guys, I don't want anything about war in my streams. Keep that to yourselves.
Станция Ломоносовский проспект.
Is my wife weird? In the stream? No. Sometimes she makes an appearance, not all the time. I think my wife only comes into my streams when she's really free. By the way, right now I'm not even free. I'm just deciding to stream for you guys while I'm commuting somewhere. I always have something to do. But hopefully one day when we actually get paid for this shit, maybe I can actually stream for money, I guess. Oh, the station is pretty clean. Lemonovsky Prospect, hello. Guys, I'm gonna say it again. Spam your flags in the chat, please. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm so interested to hear where you guys are watching my stream from. I will visit Russia someday. Hey, that's what's up, man. If you're in Moscow, ring me up. Ring me up if you're in Moscow. There's someone named Afrolev. Huh? Really? Is someone named Afrolev in my stream? Or was it me? Is that the joke? Oh, do you mean somebody's masquerading? India in the building. India in the building. Hello, India. Oh, Johnny Sanchez, you're on the wrong stream, buddy. Bye. Bye, 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 Johnny. Bye, Johnny. Okay, we have some Ukrainians in the... This motherfucker, he just bumped into me. What the hell? Sorry, bad language. I'm sorry. This dude is just walking around the whole metro, almost tossing people over. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or he's just... I don't know. Hey, Kansas. Yo. Ukraine in the house. Hey, Brazil in the house. Brasil, Brazil. Como estás? How's it going? I only know a few words in Portuguese. Muito bene. Right? What else do I know in Portuguese? God damn it. Not a lot, apparently. No, it's Afroliv and not the Afroliv. And they are a moderator. Ah? Really? I will track down the person who is named as Afrolev and I will hunt them down. Man, that sucks. Okay. Let me see. Just the goodness. Okay, hey, where are you heading to? I'm just heading over to Ramen Key. Hey man, it's dope. Love living in Russia. I live here with my wife. My wife is Russian. Моя жена это русская. Ну, я здесь, потому что моя жена это русская. I'm here because my wife is Russian. Hey man, for real bro, it's nice to see normal people going live. I've seen that the live streams are really weird nowadays. I've seen a lot of crackheads on live too. It's absolutely insane. By the way, guys, I've decided to stop swearing, so you might hear me swear less, or you won't hear me swear on the stream. I need to give my life back to Christ. I'm so sorry if I swear a lot. Yep. So, okay, we have Brazil in the chat, we have India in the chat, we have Czechoslovakia in the chat, we have Russia in the chat. Which are the countries, guys? We have Kansas in the chat, United States of America, nice. The time is 3:05 p.m. America in the building, South Africa in the building, that's what's up. Much love to my South African brothers and sisters. I am from Botswana, passport Zimbabwean, so Southern Africans, much love to you. Oh, thank you guys for clearing that up. I was scared that somebody was masquerading as me. Am I really getting that big for somebody to masquerade as me? 7:05 where? In the States. Hey, hello from Moscow, my boy. Texas in the house. Guys, I've never been to America before, but I think there are 3 cities that I want to go to. 1, Houston, Texas. 2, New York, of course. And 3, definitely Los Angeles. Hey, we got Wichita, Kansas. Yes, I remember you. I remember you, MK11. Wait, Ramen Key. It's okay, familia. I didn't even know how to remove people from the stream a few months ago, and then YouTube actually added the function for me to do that. Believe it or not, YouTube used to have shitty functionality. Like, I swore again. Crap. I'm so sorry. YouTube used to have terrible functionality. Like you couldn't remove somebody ridiculous from your stream. So my stream used to have some of the craziest racists in here, man. Like crazy racists. And I wasn't even able to do shit. Like I could just watch them and then my moderators would clean them up. But now I have access. Yo! Much love, Propovision. Much love, guys. I appreciate the love. I'm just a normal guy. Just showing you how Russia looks. And I'm listening to your suggestions. I promise. If there's something in Russia that you guys want to see, please tell me. I will go there. Yeah, man, let's keep this stream apolitical. Hey, yo, Dirty Laundry. I already said multiple times that the stream is not about war, so for anyone that does speak about war, I'll remove you because it's my stream. You don't hear me saying Slava Zimbabwe. What the fuck? like I don't understand how we can be talking about a metro station and then people just want to talk about war. Come on. Go to somebody else's stream. We're not on that time. And I say that with love. I'm not hating on you, but bro, I'm so tired of hearing about the war from people that are not even in the country and have no idea of where Ukraine actually even is, but still have the audacity to just jump into the stream like, oh my God, Slava this, Slava that. And some people don't even know where Ukraine is on the map. It's just wild. It's just wild. No, Dirty Laundry. Talking about stuff that is not a part of the stream. And by the way, you're a smartass. Get off my stream. Bye, Dirty Laundry. Goodbye. You know what the perfect thing about owning your own stream? You can just kick people out. You don't even have to argue. And you are always right. Because you can just kick them out. God, I love streaming. By the way, I didn't kick him out because... here's another stupid comment. Bye! Yeah, I didn't kick him out because he has political views. I kicked him out because he was being a smartass. Right? As I said, guys, this is a stream for everyone. Ukrainians, Americans, Jamaicans, South Africans, anybody. So I don't want to hear people taking sides and doing this. And for reference, some people don't even know what some of these words mean, but I won't get into history. Let's just not talk about war. Let's just talk about love. Love and peace, that's it. This is Moscow City. This is Moscow City. So, not Moscow City, this is Moscow, my bad. Moscow City is actually another district. It's actually a metro station, so, yeah. Yeah, there's actually a Moscow City. And this side is not so city. It's more of just like a... These are some apartments. This is a station that has a lot of apartments on it. So you guys see that, like most of the apartments are there. For those of you that have subscribed, and for those of you that are here consistently, let me just give you guys the lowdown quickly. Okay. Rule number 1. I don't talk about politics. I've been dragged into politics occasionally, and I'm also very political, but behind closed doors. Don't talk about politics on my stream. 2, don't be a smartass. I'm not here to argue with anyone. I'm okay with you having your own values, but as soon as somebody attacks other people in the stream, or they try to, I don't know, debate with me, I don't debate, dude. I'm pushing 30. I don't have time to debate, but I'm okay with people having their own opinions. So if you come here and you don't agree with something I'm saying, I'm okay with it. But if it has anything to do with war, don't mention it, okay? So if you see yourself getting kicked out or removed, I don't even care what Slava you use, or I don't mind which country you're supporting. I don't want to hear anything about war in my stream, because my stream clearly states sharing stories, content about Russia, yeah? And if you look at the videos on my channel, I just show you guys what's happening in Russia in terms of the social climate, the people, how it is to live here, yeah? I don't want to piss off anybody, because I want this to be a stream when you can determine things for yourself. You don't have to support Russia. You don't have to support Ukraine. This is just for people that are humans on my stream. So if you like to talk, you know, talk. Let me answer some of the questions, guys. The questions, sorry. I like... Much love, man. Much love. Let me see your questions. I'm so sorry. I'm curious, are there many colored people in Russia? Yeah, not... Okay, yes and no. I mean, it depends. Do you mean colored Russians? Yes. Because Russia has over 140 ethnicities. So you have people from the Caucasus, you have people from Kamchatka, people from so many different regions of Russia. Russians are not only Slavic. I think that's a big mistake that a lot of people make. People are like, oh, Russians are Slavic. No. No. Very incorrect. Russians are so multinational, so multicolored that it's not even bright to say that Russians are only white. Yeah? Russians are so vast. And I am victim to this because, or I'm a victim of this, sort of thinking that Russian people are only blonde, blue-eyed, white-skinned individuals. No. So many different ethnicities here, yeah? But in terms of black people, yeah. Lots of black, not so many black people in Russia, but most of them are students. So if you check the ratio of black people in Russia, it is more students than anything else. For example, in Ruden, I heard that there are a lot of foreign students, like 30,000. Somebody told me that number. I don't know if it's true, but compared to the population of Moscow, it's still small. I'm talking about Moscow numbers, because Moscow has 25, 26 million people. So, yeah. Somebody's Mexican, Brazilian. Nice. I hope you find my question. No. Somebody said, how do you like Indians? I don't know. I guess they're people. So, I like people. I'm a people's person. That's why I interview people for a living. So, I guess I like people. But Indians are cool. Indians have really nice food. I love curry and roti, chapati. I love, you know what I'm saying, the chapati. I love the chapati. Huge fan of butter chicken. Dude, maybe I should order Indian tonight. You guys are making me want to order Indian food. I'm on a diet too. I got to work out tomorrow. I gained a few pounds because my wife has been cooked. Man, Russian women cook. Goddamn, Russian women are just like African women. Always in the kitchen. Always in the kitchen. Okay, answering some of your questions. I have a question. What age do you have to be to drink in Russia? I'm curious, you know. I think the age is 18, but to be really honest with you, all of my Russian friends told me that they pretty much started drinking when they were teenagers. Like, I think in other places of the world too. Because I guess the consumption of alcohol unfortunately starts at an early age, but legally it's supposed to be 18. And if I'm wrong, please correct me. But I remember last time I checked, it was 18. Where we can read Michelangelo's no more comments, please, and I have no idea what you mean. Who's talking about war again, man? I'm removing that comment. Let me read the other questions. Really, I've never guessed. Yeah, man, crazy. What's Russia like? Russia's cool. I'm here for my wife. I moved here for love, guys. The most corny story that you can encounter. I moved here for love. So I love the country. I stay because I love it, basically. I came for love and stayed for love. Does that make sense? So I feel comfortable. I've lived in many different countries before this, and I feel like as a foreigner, as an African man, I feel like this is where I felt the most comfortable. Is the election, or somebody said, are the elections legit? I would assume so. But also, I've never voted in Russia. I'm not Russian. Maybe a Russian could answer that. Yeah, that's what I mean, black. But I didn't know if that was rude to say. No, I'm not offended by that. I don't know why people get offended by being called their color. It's only offensive when there's an undertone, when like somebody's like, God, this black guy, But if you're just genuinely like, oh, are they black people in Russia? That's cool. I don't mind. Do you know anyone in America? I don't know that many. I'm curious. I know a few. Some of my colleagues that I went to university with, some of them were American. Also, a lot of Americans in my primary school too. I lived in a village, basically. It's a town now, where lots of foreigners would come in. So I know a few Americans. Also, some of my best friends are Americans. So yeah, people drink pretty early, right? I'm gonna sit down for a second, guys. I'm going to read your questions. In my opinion, I'm going to read White Swan's comment. He always has the best comments. Okay. White Swan says, in my opinion, while liking Russian culture and history is very odd here, they're hating me for just liking it. I take secretly watching your videos for they hate so much to hear anything about Russia. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. There's just, I don't know, Russia's always the supervillain. Russia's always the supervillain. So somebody said, do you actually think the elections are legit or are you lying? When did I ever say the elections? Guys, did I make a comment about the elections being legit or not? Didn't I just say that I have no idea because I'm not Russian? I've never voted. It's like you asking me a question like, hey man, what do you think about pineapple on pizza? And I despise pineapple on pizza. I've tried it, but some people haven't even dared to indulge. And then I'm just like, it's shit, but I haven't tried it. Wouldn't that be such a disingenuous thing to say? So I have no idea. Oh, we have some soft people in the chat. You're out. White Swan is from the States. The Philippines, sorry. He's from the Philippines. Yes, you just commented the Philippines. I remember you actually jumped into my Telegram group. Guys, by the way, I have a Telegram group. Join my Telegram group. Also, can you guys also please hit up my Instagram? I'm thinking about making more content on my Instagram too. So check my stuff there. Somebody said they're calling the KGB on me. Why? Z, what did I do? What did I do? You guys are confused. Some of you say that I work for the KGB, and then some of you say that they're calling the KGB on me. Which one is it? Which one is it? I'm just surprised by the contrast. People are like, oh, Andy, you work for the KGB. I know Z is just joking. I'm also just trolling as well. Much love to everyone. Much love to everyone. Guys, I'm the most unserious person that you'll ever meet. So never take me seriously. Especially on a stream. Do not take me seriously on a stream. I think you guys are getting bored. I gotta walk more. Man, I needed to catch a breath. You guys are Yes, I'm serious about the stream, but I don't know. Wait, what? Kira, serious about what? Serious about what? Shit, I just realized I said never take me seriously, and now you guys are gonna think everything that I say is a joke. Yes, no snow in Moscow. It's autumn. It's autumn. Unless you're joking too. But yeah, it's autumn. My friend is wanting me to ask how come half of the people okay, somebody said how come half of the people on Pornhub are from Russia? Is that what a lot of people spend their time watching? I don't even know how you would know half the people on Pornhub are Russian. What are you consuming? That's the question. You gotta ask your friend, what is he consuming? And also, I think the statistic is not really true. That's not really true. Because a lot of people mistaken... Let's scrap the Pornhub. I don't even want to talk about that. But a lot of people mistaken Russians for Ukrainians. It's like a typical thing. Or Ukrainians for Russians. So I wonder what measurement they actually use. Did somebody have like an analysis and then they took like specific names down and checked passports and something? Because you know like how stupid the internet is? Like it'll be like this category, right? And then it might not necessarily be the person from that country. I think the funniest thing in my life that ever happened to me was that I came to China. I'm not an avid porn watcher, just to tell you guys, or corn watcher. But I was teaching Chinese to some of my students. And I was just like, okay, guys, please tell me some stereotypes about China that piss you off. And my Chinese students were like, oh man, I hate the fact that people think we eat dogs. And then another Chinese guy's like, yes, I do. They're delicious. It's like, no, don't say that. I was just like, holy shit. I was like, okay, never mind. Let's move on. So they got into like an argument. And then the next one, somebody was like, I hate the fact that every Asian person in a corn video is considered as Chinese. Not all of us Chinese are porn stars. It's probably the Japanese. I'm like, Jesus Christ. People actually sit down and think about this. I'm like, dude, how could you even come up with that statistic that people are blaming a certain nationality? You must be an avid consumer. What do you guys think? I'm well today, Calvin. Sloth. I have no idea. Maybe they're here. Maybe it's a language. Some asked about the difference between Ukrainians and... someone asked about the difference between Ukrainians and Russians. Can I be honest with you? Nothing. You cannot tell them apart. You cannot tell them apart. Some people, maybe if you're from the region, you can tell it. But if you're talking about like a normal person trying to identify why Ukrainian or Russian looks different, you cannot tell them apart. At one stage, there used to be one people as well. So it's basically like saying, hey man, what's the difference between a Zimbabwean and a South African? Maybe you can get the vibe, or you can look at the face and like, I think this person is Zimbabwean. But at first glance, I can give you an example. I just recently discovered, and my wife discovered too, she's Russian, that a lot of our friends are actually Ukrainians that live in Moscow. And we recently discovered that. And I was like, how do you tell the difference? And she's like, you can't really. So that's kind of like an interesting one. Is Russian language the same as Ukrainian or not? Ukrainian is different. I've never spoken Ukrainian, and my wife says she can understand Ukrainians. This is from a Russian woman, by the way. Yeah. My wife can understand Ukrainian, but Ukrainian has different sounds, I think, but the same Cyrillic. No, same sounds, but different sequences. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not a linguist. I know a couple of languages, but I don't know what actually makes up a language. Sloth. Sloth has bored me half to death. Sloth, bye. Slavic languages are basically mutually intelligent. Yeah. Intelligible. Aren't some of the people in Russia Asian? Yeah. There are Russian Asians. I don't know if they like being called Russian Asians. I need to ask you. In my lifetime, I've only met one person that was supposedly Russian Asian. But yeah, there's an Asian part of Russia. But I don't know if they get offended by that. I need to ask. South Mofo, I'm not down for your vibes, bro. Out. Wanna know, tell us about the crime rate. The crime rate. I can't speak for the whole of Russia, but in Moscow it's extremely low. It exists. You can't say that a country has zero crime, but it's extremely low. You can walk out at night and not get mugged. Oh, the H and not only G. Okay. What are the bad things about Russia? Good question. Good question. Bad things about Russia. Let me think. Okay. I don't know if we can classify them as bad things, but okay, things that I don't necessarily like. One, I don't like this guy in front of us. You see this guy? This little scooter here? I despise them so much. These are one of the things that I hate in Russia. These. See these? This? Hate it. Hate its guts. If it was a person, I would probably shout slurs at it. Like, damn you bicycle. Sorry, not bicycle, you scooter. Because people that ride them have no idea how to actually ride them. And they hit a lot of people. For example, there's an old woman that died in my neighborhood because she got hit by a scooter. I hate scooters. I got hit by a scooter. So basically you can get an app and you can pay for it. You can rent a scooter. I hate... Guys, let me say that with my chest. I hate electronic scooters. Like, don't misquote me here. I hate them. Because I feel like they're dangerous. Or maybe I don't hate them, but I hate the fact that some of the people that use them don't actually know how to use them. So I feel like the law should be a little bit more strict on the scooters. But apparently there's some bills. It's so peaceful. Imagine, is there preferred, in Russia's orthodoxy, do you have any Mexican food in Russia? Yeah, lots of Mexican food. Too much Mexican food, actually. The Mexican food is pretty much loaded in Moscow City. There's actually a new one that came up down the road. Little Mexican joint. So yeah. What's difficult in Russia? I should also talk about things that I struggle with. I feel like laws change almost every month. So if you're somebody that is really bad at reading publications, you're pretty much going to be in trouble. Because laws in Russia change a lot. And by the way, each region has its own laws. I can give you an example. Dude, there's too much dust here. I'm so sorry. Too much construction. In St. Petersburg, couriers, these guys, see the guys on the bike? You're not allowed to be foreign and be a courier. There's an example. In Moscow, you can be from anywhere, right? And you would know that if you actually read the news or perhaps if you wanted to be a courier. So laws are continuously changing and different regions have different laws. So I feel like that's a little bit of a headache, but thankfully I have a very intelligent wife that is always looking at the news. But it can be very time-consuming, painstaking, and extremely painful to get things done because you're basically trying to solve something and basically you would need to make sure that you read the publications because it's changing every day, forever changing. Are there Mexicans there? Yes. Yes, there's actually a Mexican community in Moscow. Is the economy collapsing? Not really. The economy took a dip, it took a hit, but it's not collapsing. It's doing a lot better than it did at the beginning of the sanctions. But the sanctions didn't actually do what they were supposed to do. Why did you change your entire country just for a girl? What do you mean? I lived in China when I met my wife. I don't know how I can answer that because I met my wife in China. But it's not a girl, it's my wife. There's a difference. There's a big difference. There's a difference between a girl and there's a difference between your wife. Yeah. My cousins are married to Asians. Yeah, but just to humor you, let's say I did change my country just for a woman. I would do anything for my woman because my woman would do exactly the same for me. I think a lot of kids these days never get the right people in their life. So you get these Sigma red pill channels that tell you, hey man, never do anything for a girl. Don't go over this and don't do that, right? And my woman basically loved me when I was broke. So she used to feed me. Now I take care of her. So I would do anything for that woman. I would move continents for that woman in a heartbeat. Because why? She would do the same for me. Because people be like, oh my God, why are you throwing everything away for a girl? Because she would do the exact same thing for me. And those are the people that you need in your life. People that would ride and die for you, And she's one. So, to answer your question, not for a girl, the girl. There's a difference. Somebody said good night, White Swan. Dean, get off my channel. Russia was strict about smugglers. Phew. Oh, okay, let's talk about the LGBTQ community, then I'll end the stream. I can't answer all the questions, guys. You should come to the Friday Q&A where I answer every single question. I gotta pay for this. So, the LGBTQ community in Russia. This is how it works. The LGBTQ community in Russia is classified as an extremist organization. That's one. Why? Because Russians believe that they should maintain their values. Russians are orthodox, meaning they are not progressive. They don't believe in pronouns and all of that. They don't. If a Russian believes in pronouns like that, they're not Russian. They're not Russian, or they're extremely westernized. So, but here's the catch. It is not illegal to be gay. It is illegal. It is very illegal to try to make people join or advertise this in a way that you're trying to sway people to think in a certain way. That is illegal. Like, you can't go on the street and protest with a pride flag and be like, yo, Pride Month and all that shit, and like, oh, you guys should join this and that. No. You don't do that in Russia. Because Russians are Christian. They don't believe in that. So, to answer your question, you can be gay. You can be lesbian. Just don't try to get people to join your side. And especially, leave the kids alone. I think Putin even said it. He's more concerned about the kids. Putin talked about how he's more concerned about the kids. And he's not concerned about all these labels, but he's worried about the influence it has on kids. And I respect him for that. Because he's basically saying, yo, you can be gay. You can be lesbian. But don't try to drag everybody into it. Just be you. Russia's very accepting. But it does not believe in movements like that. forcing people to join a cult or some institution like, oh, you're 6 years old, you have to learn about your sexuality. Bullshit. A lot of people think that Russian supermarkets are filled with like fake stuff. I'll take you to a supermarket. I'll show you how stacked to the brim it is. Yeah, guys, I'm not American, but a lot of my American friends are complaining. Like one of my good friends, Sarah, she's been on the channel. One second, I'm opening my bar. She complained about like her school putting a unisex bathroom a unisex bathroom in a school that houses toddlers, yeah, and high schoolers. So basically somebody could identify as a girl and walk into the girls' bathroom. And they also had a bathroom for pets. Yes, some kids identified as a pet. Some kids identified as a cat. Pay attention to me. There was a litter box near one of the bathrooms. It's just wild. And that's when she left. That's when she left. That's when she left. Wild. Let me see. Oh, Nicholas, get off my page with all that hate. F this, F that. What is wrong with you, bro? I don't talk about the war on my channel. Keep talking about it, and I'll remove you. I need to put channel guidelines on my page. Guys, I'm not a politician or a war expert. Keep the war questions for someone else. But if you're new, I'm not coming at you. I'm just telling you. No offense. Just please don't talk about the war here. It's 3:39. Shit, I got like 10 minutes to get to where I'm supposed to get to. I gotta end the stream, guys. Subscribe, like, make sure you subscribe, please, because I don't tell you when I go live. Yeah, make sure you join. Somebody said unbelievable. Believable. I feel like being a dick. Okay, I'll see you guys. Ta-ta.